It sounds great.
So good.
I think Mr. Parker would like that.
Playmobil Knights.
Mr. Parker likes Final Fantasy VIII, so...
Oh, that was a great game.
Showed us that one clip.
You need to give me that back.
We had a teacher last year
no, I'm
who actually taught some public school kids over in Australia, and instead of doing book reports, he gave them Final Fantasy games and beat them instead, which it does make sense, because if you go up to 9, you still have to read a lot if you're talking about that, and then it still has all the literary devices and everything in them. So I don't know why you wouldn't go through
popular.
that.
And like, in class he was scrolling through them and we were like...
Maybe. We'll cut this whole part out.
Oh, burn myself on the lights!
Okay.
It's not even explain what just happened. Yeah. Okay, now it's on to game news.
Yeah,
we kind of segued there for a second, but...
We didn't even segue. That's
we didn't segue, but...
You got edited straight from section 1 to section 2.
So yeah, I might actually put like a little transition there or something, I don't know. Just to make it feel like
a picture of me strangling Dylan or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Splattering his head up against a wall and all of a sudden, game news!
Yeah,
game his blood.
Just like the game news, like, just put GN and then have the album like spin out.
Who's your...
My girlfriend!
Oh. Because he has one of those.
His mother. He likes to call her his girlfriend because he's lonely. Very lonely.
I just have nothing to say anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, we're on to game news now. So, our first story of the day is the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC. The Battle of Forlì, the one that we were griping about a couple episodes ago, the one that you probably didn't see.
No, we talked about that last week. Yeah, I talked about that.
Okay, it was last week.
Yeah, Devin did a rant on it.
Okay, well, if you saw last week's episode, then you know what we're talking about. It's a DLC that's really stupid. Basically, it should have been in the game to begin with, but they decided to take it out so that they could make us pay for it. And it's called the Battle of Forlì, and it's coming out next week on the 28th. It was a great surprise. And it's going to be $4 on PSN, 320 points on XBLA. Thank you.
How do points work on Xbox Live?
5
you just
to
buy
4.
points.
It's 5
yeah,
to
but
4
like
ratio.
Yeah.
$5 is 400 points.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, it's unnecessary.
Shouldn't it be like $5?
Weren't they supposed to like get rid of the?
They were trying. They actually said they were moving away from it, and they still have it.
I don't know. It's stupid.
Which is terrible.
I thought they were going to move away with it from
money.
after the.
It's like
GTA
cash shops
4.
and MMOs.
They were going to, but they didn't. They were supposed to move.
That's right. I play a lot of MMOs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wasted money. I wasted a ton of money on MMOs.
Yeah, me too. I've spent a lot of money on those. I'm a bit of a loser. Well, you can't tell.
I haven't spent any money on MMOs, guys. So anyway, when did you spend money at Silence?
I spent like $50, like
on Silence.
Like $100 on Silence.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit.
Jesus, that was like... I am shocked. I spent maybe 1,000. Woo, Ragnarok Online, you were all there.
Anyway, moving on to our next story, we've got our Final Fantasy XIII Limited Edition, which really isn't that great. I'm actually really disappointed with
what's with it?
It comes with art prints, a soundtrack CD,
Okay.
a World of Final Fantasy XIII hard book.
That's not that bad.
It's not bad. And then a LaCie decal.
Oh,
so
wait.
like the you know the thing that
Wait,
they all
just
have
a
on the
tattoo?
mirror.
No,
it's
Tattoo.
no, it's not a tattoo. It's a decal. So it's like something you could put on like your car, or on like a TV or something.
Like the thing, like that skull thing.
Guys, I'm putting it on my PS3.
Like this
Get
TV over there.
excited.
Like if you look over there.
Can have a LaCie PS3 after this, guys.
What is a
Or
LaCie? No, wait, don't
360.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
You don't know what a LaCie?
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm keeping it all...
So yeah, if
He watches the international trailer for this game every day, and he doesn't know what a LaCie is.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
know
if you
it's
don't know,
bad.
this international trailer is the one that's plugging the crap out of Leona Lewis's My Hands song.
Yeah.
Which is
An okay song.
it's
I don't
Totally
like
average.
it. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry, guys.
I think
I actually sang it to Nathan one. Never mind.
I think it's an okay song, but like
No.
the trailer's driving it up the wall for me. But like,
I honestly love that trailer.
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
good song. Like,
Whatever, moving on.
yeah,
moving on.
continue. Next.
By the way, if any of you don't know what a LaCie is or anything, that's fine. It's just the fact that he doesn't.
I thought you were
Stupid.
going to spoil it.
He's supposed to know. You
It's a-
watched this trailer.
It's a bad
a
thing.
lot.
That is hurting Cocoon.
Okay, let's
Anyway, Next, we have a little story about Reggie being not too intelligent. And
Wow.
yet again,
This is the
this is
third
going to be a running
time.
joke with us that Reggie is just really stupid.
Slander.
And like no disrespect
He just-
to Reggie. Like I'm sure he's a great guy, but like
He speaks his mind too much.
this is exactly the same conversation we're having about Clippy Bean today.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, this
This is
a
essentially
different
the
way.
same thing.
Cliffy B is
just
still a
runs
cool
his
kid
mouth.
though. But anyway, Reggie basically he had this big spiel about how when New Super Mario Bros. Was released, it was released with a red case. And people were wondering if potentially that would be a trend and happen to various other Wii games, etc. And he was like, no, this is a special thing reserved only for New Super Mario Bros. Because this is some big game that's special and... But anyway.
With those hand motions.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and so we aren't
that
going to
special little
change...
lisp too. So
Yeah. So we aren't going to change the color for any more Wii games after this point. However, some other game that seems to be third party seems to have made a deal with Nintendo that they are going to produce game cases that aren't white, which are this game is Zengeki no Regen Live. Mind you, we have a theory that Reggie doesn't really have domain
he doesn't
over
really
in
say over this game because the chances of it being released in
here is
Low.
very
Yeah.
low, but and he's the president of the U.S. Nintendo, but still.
So his job is
At
essentially
the same
overseeing
time, he's still
localization.
talking out of his ass because he was talking about America or about
He's
Nintendo
talking about
in general.
Nintendo in general instead
Yeah,
of
you're
just
all
saying,
picturing Reggie's
America's
ass.
not gonna have it. Pardon me?
Nothing.
Nothing, just nothing. Anyway,
Just
And
mute
next,
everything he says
this is-
for a period of time. Can you do that?
if I could split the audio, I would. No.
Just select our audio and just like cover his with like background music or
You guys
something.
are cute. You guys are cute. Yeah.
Next story.
Yeah. But anyway, we have the next one. It's actually a pretty big story for some people. Borderlands fans out
Oh.
there, you're gonna be fucking just happy
Stoked.
about this. Like, basically, the Borderlands level cap is going to be raised in the next DLC.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And the next DLC, not only will it have the level cap, but it is going to be the biggest DLC they have released to date, even though that's not saying much because the first two weren't that large. The first one was, but the second
Wait,
one was
whoa. Is this the biggest DLC release to date for Borderlands?
For Borderlands.
Okay, I was gonna say that's
There's been
kind
some
of
pretty big ones released.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say
that is
it's
a
hard
lie and a
to
half.
hard to beat out GTA
I thought-
4 Burnout Paradise, but anyway.
Battlegate Tony.
Yeah, well, or Lost in the Dam.
Yeah. Any of them, they're like separate games, man.
Or any of the Burnout Islands, but anyway. Next we have... They're already announcing Heavy Rain DLC.
When the game's not even out yet. I love that. I love it.
Not to mention, this story wasn't even big at all. I just wanted to talk about Heavy Rain for a second.
I want,
So,
before you do that, this is the exact same thing I talked about last week. This DLC thing, they shortchange you on gameplay because they want more
they
money.
didn't shortchange it.
They're short.
Gameplay?
You
It's
can
a
be the
movie.
killer.
They could have put that in the original game and not charge you extra for it.
Gameplay?
Or they could have not put it in.
Okay, they could have.
And it would have been fine. Like, Assassin's Creed 2, they just took a big chunk of the story out of
I
the
know.
thing. And then they're like, yeah, we'll put it in. But when it comes to this...
You just dropped a notepad.
Shut up!
If you hadn't
And you
pointed
look-
it out. If you
And
hadn't
you
pointed
look
it
so
out.
surprised. You probably didn't see his face because he was looking at me. He dropped the notepad and I just opened like, what?
I always do that when I drop things. Okay? Anyway.
That isn't that fun. Okay,
Heavy Rain, yeah.
back to Heavy Rain. Please talk about why you don't like Heavy Rain.
No, I don't dislike it. I'm probably going to pre-order it because you get a free. You get the first chapter if you pre-order
I
it
am too.
and stuff. And yeah, I guess that gives us a chance to try it out because you just put $5 down on it, and if you hate it, then you don't have to pay for the rest of it. If you like it, then you can go buy it. But that is a good thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, that's actually.
Especially on something like this that's so experimental. I mean, it literally is. It takes Metal Gear Solid 4 to a new level. Like,
You can just
not
watch
to say
yourself
that
walk
in an insulting way, by the
around.
way, because Metal Gear Solid 4 literally is my favorite game of all time. But
It's like watching a movie. Sometimes.
Most.
I am okay with that. I don't care, guys.
No, I'm not saying there's a problem with that. I know someone's gonna jump on me for saying it is not like watching a movie.